ये मैं हूँ और ये मेरी बॉडी, लूज स्किन, मेल बूब्स। ऐसी बॉडी देखकर कोई मुझे सोशल मीडिया इन्फ्लुएंसर तो नहीं बोलेगा, लेकिन आज से कुछ महीने पहले मैं ऐसा दिखता था।
Welcome back. We got muscles and Mandeep back. Yeah. Mind if I
Workout.
do reviews with muscle and Mandeep? Yeah, sure.
We were having a conversation about Tarun Gill. You know what Tarun Gill is?
Yeah, right, I do.
And you want to give a backstory on Tarun Gill, a quick one?
Well, he was a fitness influencer in India. It was when I first saw him, I knew he was taking steroids. Apparently, nobody else did. Well, they did, but they, like Indian mentality back home, like they just get obsessed with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, and now he's like he had kidney failure and liver failure and all these things happening to him.
Yeah. So we brought Mandeep to talk about it, tell us what's going on, because we figured it's easier to have an expert. So welcome back, Mandeep.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, have anything to say before we start here?
Okay, I always say if I know the guy, but I'm just saying if anybody is taking steroids, just know this: your body can go back to normal once you let it go. But the only thing you shouldn't give up on is exercise.
So right, interesting.
Yeah. So we'll watch a little bit of this video and see give it a little context, and then we'll talk about it.
ये मैं हूँ और ये मेरी बॉडी, लूज स्किन, मेल बूब्स। ऐसी बॉडी देखकर कोई मुझे सोशल मीडिया इन्फ्लुएंसर तो नहीं बोलेगा, लेकिन आज से कुछ महीने पहले मैं ऐसा दिखता था। बल्जिंग मसल्स और क्रेजी सिक्स पैक एब्स। मुझे लगता था कि मैं बहुत फिट हूँ, क्योंकि मैंने सिक्स पैक एब्स जो बना लिए थे। सिक्स पैक एब्स मतलब फिटनेस में इससे ऊपर तो हम कुछ समझते ही नहीं है। मुझे सिक्स पैक एब्स बनाने का क्रेजी ऑब्सेशन था कि लाइफ में एक बार ये तो सिक्स पैक एब्स।
Even here he has gynecomastia, but you can't tell because the muscles are pumped. The shape around his chest, you can tell he has gynecomastia. So he already had it, but he was kind of hiding it behind.
Was he kind of fat before he started his steroids?
I'm not sure because I haven't followed his journey, but I can tell that he has gynecomastia here in his peak condition. You know.
Yeah.
Well, what is gyna?
Gynecomastia is when everybody has breast tissue, males, females. Sometimes certain hormones. I had gynecomastia too, by the way.
You had surgery for it.
I had 4 surgeries, and I look like him after every surgery. In the beginning of the video, what you saw, I look like him after every single surgery, but I never gave up. Anyways, so I had gynecomastia too. Boys get it at teenage, or I had midlife crisis. I guess that's when I had it, and the tissue grows. It goes back by itself. Sometimes it doesn't, so you have to get a surgery for it, and it's a small surgery. When I got it done in India, the guy put me under, and I was talking to him while he was moving everything around and getting the tissue out.
Yeah, it's rough.
And this happens to bodybuilders, or is it just happens?
It happens to anybody.
Anybody? Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimmers have a lot of gynecomastia too. Like boys, you'll see it. Yeah.
मैंने सोच लिया था एब्स को बनाने के लिए मैं किसी भी एक्सट्रीम तक चला जाऊंगा। जब बॉडी में नेचुरल रिजल्ट्स आने बंद हो गए तो मैंने सिक्स पैक एब्स बनाने के लिए एनाबॉलिक स्टेरॉइड्स का सहारा ले लिया। रिजल्ट्स वर क्रेजी। थोड़े दिनों में बॉडी स्टेज रेडी होने वाली है, स्टेज रेडी। देख रहे हो? और कुछ सालों में मेरे
Can somebody Google his age? What's his age? How old is this
Matt,
guy?
that's your job.
Yeah,
something.
let's keep watching it. And Matt, just stop us when you want.
I'd say 32.
Yeah?
Tarun Gill.
Taran, right?
UN. TRUN.
UN, okay. Tarun Gill, right? Okay. Tarun Gill age.
सिक्स पैक एब्स भी बन गए, बट मुझे क्या पता था कि ये सिक्स पैक एप का ऑब्सेशन ने मेरी बॉडी को अंदर से खोखला कर दिया। इतने ड्रग्स ले लेके मेरी बॉडी का ब्लड इतना थिक हो गया था, आपको याद है ना मेरे वीडियोस में सांस नहीं आता था। मुझे हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट होना पड़ा क्योंकि मेरी किडनी डैमेज हो गई।
What's with the fucking music in the background? Like,
Yeah, it's like sob story. Like
I make films for a living, and we put this. Oh, you so that he can feel the emotion. What's
yeah, I'm listening. Like I'm starting to cry.
Well, he's starting to gain sympathy is what is happening. Right?
Well, okay, like the whole thing with him now is that he's obviously took way too many steroids.
Yeah.
Like just didn't have anybody that was actually teaching him how to take them.
Yeah.
When to take them, blah blah blah.
When
right?
to stop.
When to stop, and like how to come off that, and then do the post cycle,
therapy,
right?
yes,
Like
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like and now he's starting to do these videos where he looks like he hasn't picked up a dumbbell in his life,
Yeah.
right? But man, like that's rough. Like he must have been taking a lot of gear.
Well, if when he's saying his blood is thick, I can tell you the exact steroid he was taking. He must have been taking decadurabolin.
Deca?
Deca.
Yeah.
Deca makes blood. It makes your hemoglobin. It raises your hemoglobin, and your blood gets thicker. So the person has to donate blood, like the bodybuilder, to make sure the blood is not thick, so it doesn't clot on itself. You know, when people say, "Oh,
Well, a lot of people die, right?
yeah,
Blood clots,
stroke,
yeah.
or heart attack." Well, there it is.
What else was he taking, you think? He was taking Deca for sure.
A
Tren,
test-
probably.
Trend
Test.
test, some sort of test, and if his liver is fucked, he's taking an oral steroid like a Anavar or
I love Anavar. Don't say anything about Anavar. I'm joking.
And you see, these things are so. And here's the thing: in India, when somebody else in the gym looks like that,
They're obsessed with them.
They're obsessed with them, and they want to look like them. For me, the obsession was always to be stronger, and outrun everybody. I guess run as in run, right?
Yeah.
So. But for him, the obsession was abs. Like, my obsession was never abs. Maybe he was fat, I guess, who knows?
No, he's back to square one now.
He's 40. Okay. So,
older than me.
40, okay, he's like hitting middle age, and he's definitely is going through his middle age crisis, midlife crisis, right?
Yeah, that's a crisis, all right. That's like a nuke going off. If that happened to me, I would not try to be done. So, I'm packing it in, guys.
So there's normally, like, when you are on steroids or when you're taking steroids, you're normally stacking them. That's what it's called, right?
Yes,
You're
yes.
stacking with something so that it counterfeits them, or what?
No, it compounds the effect. So if you take Deca and test, and the reason I know, I also took steroids for 2 years, and the reason I stopped is because I was getting depression. Whoever you are,
Yeah.
it amplifies who you are.
Like when you came off of it, you mean?
No, even
Like
during.
you were taking enough.
No. Here's the
I'm
thing.
kidding.
No, and again, anytime I start a cycle, the 4th week I was getting depression.
Yeah.
Or
It fucks
just
with your head.
It fucks with the head. So, for example, if you have anger issues and you take steroids, it'll amplify your anger issues, and you have now you are an angry beast.
Yeah, which ones were you taking? Can you say?
I took Deca, I took Stanzolol, I took Test, and I tried twice, 2 cycles.
Like 3 months or 6 months?
No. 4 or 6 weeks, I couldn't. I talked to my coach. He said, if you're getting depressed, and I feel like I wanted to take my own life, man, I wanted to die or whatever.
messed up.
So he said to stop.
This wasn't when you were bodybuilding, though, was it?
2006,
So
2007 and 8.
So this was when you were bodybuilding?
Yes.
Well, then that's kind of par for the course that people take it, right?
Here's the thing.
That's what bodybuilding is. You're taking those and then you're training to
Yes.
get the best that you possibly can.
Agree. And then that see the level, right? I was.
That's because you were competing. You
was
weren't
competing.
taking it going to like, some gym down the street.
No.
Yeah, okay. That's the problem, I think, with some people.
And here's the thing. I was competing. I was already competing. At 2006, I won.
Yeah.
Now, my coach said, you want to go to the next level? Let's take steroids. I tried, and I failed.
Yeah.
And I'm living the story. Maybe that's how I got gynecomastia. Who knows?
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing, though. When I was 13, and we used to exercise when I was doing judo, I was to exercise, and my buddies would say, your muscles are getting built wrong, because this part was growing and this part was kind of going in, and they say your muscles are getting built wrong. I think I had gynecomastia before. It amplified.
Amplified it.
Yeah.
But you started taking stuff.
Yeah. But anyways, so that's what I'm saying. When you compound effect, so you start with a base steroid, decadurabolin, and you add a stanzolol on top, and you add an anavar on top, or you add an anabol on top, or whatever, right? Androl, right? So you keep adding things so you can have the best effect. Now, here's the thing. People do it. Ideally, people should do it for 8 to 12 weeks and get off and do a PCT.
PCT.
What people do these days, I'm sure he's done it too, they keep coasting. They keep taking little shots of tests, little shots.
Like a ML here, ML there.
And they're coasting. And now their natural test stop
Completely.
production. Yeah, And when they come off, they look like this. Feminine body, right? Like man boobs and, fat around the body. So that's feminine body. So basically your test is gone now and your estrogen is up.
So your body isn't producing tests anymore.
No.
And your estrogen is probably
Through the roof, yeah.
through the roof.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That would suck.
I don't know.
Oh,
Because
man.
like there's when you're on the cycle and then you come off.
Mandeep's like, I know.
No, dude, but here's the thing. It's depressing, I'm telling you.
It's depressing, yeah. I've never done it.
Sorry to cut you off. Here's the thing. I know, right? Here's the thing. Sorry to cut you off. Steroids make you like a horse. So you go from here to here.
Yeah.
But when you stop it, you drop from here to here. So this drop is worse than the hike you've gained. And
Drop is real.
The drop is real. You feel like, oh shit, everything is gone, you know?
Like the lack of like motivation to get to the gym is completely gone. It's
gone.
Somebody just pulled the pin.
Yeah.
So and you're just like, oh.
This bigger drop versus this bigger leap is nothing, you know? So anyways, you were saying?
No, I was just gonna say like the same effort you put into going into taking a cycle and you have a period. What is it like? Is it the same that you should be like taking off? Like, is there something that you should be taking after you take the cycle?
PCT.
Oh, PCT, yes.
What is that?
PCT is post-cycle therapy. So you do this is called a cycle for a reason, 8 to 12 weeks of being on a steroid or steroids, stacking them together, and then coming off and trying to build your natural testosterone up or natural hormones up, and being there for 2 or 3 months. Ideally, a person if somebody's going to do steroids, do 2 cycles a year, maybe 3. Give yourself 10 to 12 years to grow. Don't give yourself 1 year because you need a girlfriend or you're getting married or whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
Because it's going to backfire. Long-term goals are always great. Have a cycle or 2 if you're going to do it. Have a good PCT. Have a person who knows what these drugs are, what they do to the body. So then when you get your blood tests, they know what's going on. Like, for example, I have a really smart doctor. When I get my blood test done and my creatinine is high, he asked me, did you work out yesterday? Did you work out day before? Yeah, I did. Okay, just go and rest for a week and get your blood test done. Now everything is normal. So that's why you need a person. That's why people here, they have medical teams or people who have done this enough to know what will happen. There's constant blood work going on. This guy, I'm sure, didn't get any blood work done. He was seeing his abs, and that's all he wanted.
He was that obsessed with his abs. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, that's what everybody in India wants.
Right.
6-pack abs.
Right.
You see it from the Bollywood. You see it from everywhere.
The
around
steroid market in India must just be on like nuts right now.
Think about this. Everything in India can come from gray market. Even the steroids are coming from gray
A
market.
lot of it comes from Pakistan.
Yes.
Right.
And the quality we don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it still does the effect because they're zoonotics, right? So they're for animals.
Yeah.
And humans are taking it. You can just degrade the quality. Who cares?
Yeah. I had a friend here taking tests, and he was taking like really bad one, and just like infections and stuff. I was like, man, like you got to get on like something that's like, if you're gonna do it, at least do the
Proper.
spend the money on it, and don't get like cheap steroids.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's keep watching.
Yes.
Just pause whenever you like.
Yeah, of course.
जब भी मैं वर्कआउट अपना वीडियो बना रहा हूँ तो मुझे सांस चढ़ रही बिकॉज मैं इमीडिएटली एक्सरसाइज के बाद बनाता हूँ. भाई कोई बीमारी नहीं है. 6-पैक एब्स बनाने की जिद ने मेरी हेल्थ को खराब कर दिया. मुझे डॉक्टर ने बोल दिया था कि यार इफ यू डोंट स्टॉप दिस यू गोना फकिंग डाई. हम कुछ भी करने को तैयार हो जाते हैं ना. लाइक वी कैन गो टू एनी एक्सटेंट कि यार बस अच्छी बॉडी बन जाए. हाँ, जिम का लड़का, हर लड़का यही सोचता है जिम जाने से पहले कि मेरे एक बारी 6-पैक एब्स बन जाए, बिना ये सोचे कि ये 6-पैक एब्स बनाने का जुनून उसको हॉस्पिटल तक पहुंचा सकता है. कैसे? आइए बताता हूँ. 6-पैक एब्स की शुरुआत होती है एंशिएंट ग्रीस.
Okay, yeah, we're not watching that shit. It goes back to the Greek times. Maybe they just like didn't eat crap.
That's it.
I'll tell you the
2 minutes.
we're
not watching that.
The Darwin theory of beauty. Again, beauty standards are defined. Having a strong body and feeling strong is excellent. Eating the right foods is the right thing to do. Abs will come in the process. If you're chasing
He
abs,
was trained properly.
if you're chasing abs, they will never come.
Yeah.
You know.
So in his situation now, he's like, he probably stopped training. Like he's not training it anymore.
It doesn't look like
Doesn't
it.
see it.
Doesn't look
But
like
even if he did start training now, the PCT isn't going to help him at all. It's done.
Here's the thing, dude. If he stopped and his body will always find the normalcy again.
Come back slowly.
Yeah. So homeostasis. If your temperature is 38, the body's gonna fight to bring it down to 37. If your temperature is 35, it's gonna fight to bring it up to 37. Yeah. So the body looks for homeostasis, the normalcy, right? His body's gonna go there. Now the kind of damage he's done will be the amount of time that takes for him to come back to normal is defined by the amount of damage he's done. If he's been taking steroids for 5 years, it'll take maybe 3 or 4 years for it to get back to normal. At the same time, he has to amplify his normal hormones by exercising and eating properly. If he's still eating fatty foods, if he's still eating, enjoying.
But he's not gonna lose the.
No man boobs, no.
That's like fat now, so he has to get surgery.
Surgery.
Yeah. So that's the guy with Kamastia, right?
Yes.
So he needs surgery, and then his stomach. That fat can be reduced.
It can be reused, yes.
But this is surgery.
Surgery for sure. That's a tissue, man. Like
That's
for
tissue,
But
yeah.
I had gynecomastia. It felt like, if you take needles and you put them together,
Yeah.
and you put them here and you put a hand on them, if I would touch it, it felt like needles going in my skin. And the size of the gynecomastia on this side. So basically,
Was it both sides?
it was on this side. They took it out. They said it was like a little bowl.
Yeah.
And there was nothing here. Then on this side, they started growing. Second surgery, the doctor was an idiot. I'm going to say it again. He took the gynecomastia. It was like round, like a breast, right? For example. He cut it and he opened it and he shaped it. He didn't take it out. And the third,
And it came back.
and it was still growing.
Oh.
I'm like, why did you do that? The third surgeon, which was from here, he was upselling me getting liposuction. He was upselling me to get, you get this, this is this. Oh, it will cost $7,000. Do this, do that.
What?
And I'm like, just take the damn tissue out. It just hurts. I'm not here to make my body in a certain shape.
Yeah.
Just take the damn tissue out. He took a part of the tissue out. He's like, it was small, blah, 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 blah. And he didn't do it. Fourth surgery, Dr. Ken Murray, thank you so much. He went in.
We took it out.
He went in through a keyhole. He took out the size of a mashed banana, this big, out of my chest.
Shit.
Through that small keyhole. And that guy, when you talk to somebody, you know when people are full of shit.
Yeah.
Second doctor and the third doctor, they were full of shit. First doctor, Dr. Kapoor from India, amazing guy.
Why don't you guys go with the same doctor at the starting?
Because it was in India. Yeah.
You know better than that.
I know, but if you...
David, somebody's good. Stay with them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to find.
Changing that guy.
Yeah.
You don't need to change.
Dr. Ken Murray was so great. Again,
Also India?
no, from here.
That's
So he's retired now.
obviously not in India.
And again, anyways, so this, after each surgery, I had the choice to give up and be like, Tarun Gill.
Yeah. You don't give up.
I don't give up. I'm not on my fucking dying day, man. I'm gonna die in the gym if I have to.
That's crazy though. Oh, I feel bad for him to some level. I mean, some of I'm just like, man, like he was just trying to get like the influencer thing, but it just went too far. He just took it too far.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's an example though. When people influencers, let's say for somebody that dancing influence, like they do dance, they will do crazy shit. They will go to a railway station and dance in front
But
of.
they have to go to that level.
They have to go to level. So this guy's an influencer, a fitness influencer. He has to push his bar somehow
To be different.
to be different.
Well,
And now he's going the opposite way.
well,
to-
that's what
to
I was
be
going to say. He took a complete 180.
But
Right?
he doesn't have a choice.
He's like, at
He
this
doesn't have a
point-
choice generally. He can't keep doing the channel as he was.
Yeah.
He has to now like rebrand
Rebrand and try to fix
and be like, no, this is how I
image.
am. This
Yeah.
is the truth. This is the reality. Which it's good. In some way, it's good. At least the youth in India who were like obsessed with him. Oh, what
No,
a
but
mess.
while he was on steroids, was he announcing that he was on steroids?
I don't think so.
I don't think
No,
so.
right?
No.
So why
No,
the
he was the
complete
he was the
why not
bodybuilder.
why not the complete transparency that when you had that body, right? Then all of a sudden now you don't have that body, and now you're backtracking and shitting on it, and now you're trying to like define yourself, right?
Yeah, because I think when he was like on the up, it was just like everybody was just like, oh, this is like amazing. And there's no need to really talk about it, even though everybody really knows.
Yeah.
Some people in India are some of them are like, they're like, is this guy on steroids? Like, they really don't know. They can't even tell. Like, you saw a picture of a guy, you'd be like, yeah, steroids, not steroids.
Yeah,
You can tell in a second.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, it's natural body. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, are you kidding? Are you joking? Like, how would you do that naturally?
I also asked, like, how was the guy looking like a year ago or 2 years ago? Because that will tell you if it's a natural body or not. You can be genetically gifted, but you cannot make a build a body in a year or two. You can have okay muscles. You can build a body in 10 years, but not in 2 years. You know?
Especially Indian
One
genetics.
thing that I
right?
really liked, like when I was looking at your social, right? Like you very openly talk about when you were doing your cycle, like steroids, because steroids on its own has a taboo subject, right? It has like a stigma against it. But I like how like even bodybuilders now are starting to get into that trend where they just openly say it,
Right.
rather than like getting caught about it,
Right.
So you already did that years ago,
Yeah.
Where you already were openly talking about the fact that you did steroids, you did it for a reason, then you got off of it, right?
And you
then
stayed off of it.
off of it, right? that transparency is what you need. If I had a coach and you're my coach, I'd rather have that transparency, right?
He's not putting you on steroids. Don't worry.
He's putting me on steroids.
Here's the thing, though. I always say that if you're going to do something, at least gather some knowledge, test out the field before you jump in. Don't just jump in. I mean,
Be informed.
Be informed.
Yeah, just know what you're doing, man. If you're sticking something into your body, just know. Just like food too, right? If you're like poking yourself, just know what you're putting in your body and how it's gonna affect you once you stop poking yourself.
Dude, I'll tell you a horror story. Like, I was in a train going to Mr. India, and my coach said, "You have to take this. You have to take this." So I have a needle in my hand, and I go into the bathroom.
There's a train in
And the train
bathrooms?
is, yeah, and the train is moving, and I have a thing in my hand, and I'm shaking, dude, because I've never injected myself, you know. And I was like, "Fuck, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this?"
In your leg.
In my leg, I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this." But here's the thing: I was thinking I would break the needle inside. Anyways, but I was in the train. I just have this vivid memory of being there and doing that. But I punched myself in the head. Like, why didn't I stop myself? Because I wanted the gold.
And you got it, right? Was that the one that...
No, I didn't
You
win.
won?
I didn't win.
What a waste of a needle.
Yeah, I know.
Why'd you put it in your shoulder? Why'd you put it in your leg?
Because the
This
ball
is more dangerous, isn't it? You get hit something. I've been
no, if
told.
you go on the inside, you will. The molecular weight of a steroid decides where would it go. So, for example, if the molecular weight is heavy, it needs to go into a bigger muscle.
Yeah, this is big though. Like your
No, but
delt.
it's not as big as the quad, right?
Really?
Yeah.
What about the glute?
Glute would be good too.
It's usually glutes, isn't it?
But you cannot you can inject in your glute, but it's like in front of your eyes. You kind of know where the needle is going, right? So the molecular weight decides.
Heavy, hardcore mister over here. In the train, by the way.
In India.
The train, yeah. It's like
Let's play that piano music in the back.
On the way to...
yeah. Can you play that train music while he's explaining this needle situation?
On the way to a show?
Yeah, on the way to show. Mr. India.
Good man. My respect level just went way high for you.
No, but here's the thing. I'm just telling you sincerely. I did it, and I always tell people, even here, people walk up to me and say, "Oh, which steroid should I take?" I'm like, "Dude, how long have you been training? 6 months? No. Give yourself 5 years. Let's have a foundation going, you know? You lose your erection. You lose shit in your body. Like, you wouldn't want that.
It's almost like they can't put the work in though. They don't want to put the years.
They want the quick
especially apnea. I'm sorry to say, apnea are like number one there.
Lazy.
They're lazy, man.
Everybody's looking for instant gratification. Yes.
Not you. You're not lazy. You're okay. Stop posting those pictures though. Okay, good.
Yeah.
You got anything else, man? Nothing else you want to say about that?
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's a good conversation. It's a good start to a
Yeah, if you have
conversation
any
about
other
steroids.
questions, especially about
Leads our
beer.
guy. You got one. We get him once a week. You know, it's all the questions you guys want to ask. We are gonna link Mandeep's info down below as well in the socials. Go give him a follow. Ask him questions. He's very fun to talk to.
He knows his stuff.
Knows his stuff. And thanks again, Mandeep, for coming by.
Oh, absolutely, guys. Thanks for having me.
Now let's lift.
Now you got to lift in. What are you guys doing? Quads?
Quads.
Quads.
And
All right.
obviously, he has a call because it's quads, right?
He has a call to make.
I skip leg days. Yeah, I'm like typical brown guy. Anyways.
All right.
See you guys
tomorrow.
See you in the next one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Peace.
Thank you.